Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Ariel Miranda will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Mariners, the shortstop, Gene.
First delivery to him on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike one. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Gene Segura sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Swing and a miss on the slurve, strike 1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Mariners are down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He went deep in the contest last night.
Second baseman, Robinson.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Gomez. The former Gold Glover is an igniter for his team. Has made some of the most dramatic catches in recent years. Let's see if he makes one today.
Batting
set to get his evening at the plate started, Danny Valencia. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now another 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Settling in now, Mike Freeman. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. Into the box now, Darrell Abel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Split-fingered pitch is in there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On Gene Segura standing in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
The center fielder, number 12, Leone.
Here's Leonis Martin. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Rangers on top here, 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. Cano waits on the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 1-1 is laid off of down and in.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Danny Valencia becomes out number 2 this inning. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th.
First baseman number 1. Yeah.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Seattle. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail this one 1-0. In now, Mike Freeman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. picked him up. Drifting toward the left side of the infield. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Next for Seattle, Darrell Abel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Freeman gets his lead at first, nobody out. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get back in standing. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping into the box, Eric Noonan. First pitch coming, here it is. A little tardy there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming, double play situation, he gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
No balls and one strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Mariners leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready now, Leonis Martin. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Not the best of sinkers that time. Ball high.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Two balls and a strike to Leonis Martin. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Up next for Seattle, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
In now, Kyle Seager. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Popped him up. Peraza is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Valencia. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Designated hitter, Danny Valencia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
The first baseman, number 1.
Into the box, Tim Beckham. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still down 3-0. Standing in, Darrell Abel. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Now batting, catcher, Eric Noonan.
Stepping in now, Eric Noonan. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And there's another one, strike 3, as he just continues to mow guys down.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gene Segura. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In the day and age.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Rangers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Richard Sanderson earns the win, his 2nd, as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Richard Sanderson gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Totally dominant in his last start. Turned in a complete game, 1 hitter. We'll see if he's got something similar in store in this one.
Now to the plate, Ketel Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Boston, the designated hitter, Ketel Marte.
Pitch on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
Justin.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. We'll return to Texas in just a moment. Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Stepping into the box, Pablo Sandoval. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fouled away.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Bradley, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former catcher turned utility man Blake Swihart. First pitch on its way. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Popped him up. Peraza waits on it. And that ends the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. And
a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 50.
1 away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's Mookie Betts.
The Red Sox. The right fielder.
And he fouls this one off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit, but lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th.
The first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Moreland.
And he lays off there. 1-0. Moreland stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. There is Andrus. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So coming to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart.
The catcher.
As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rangers 3 and the Red Sox nothing. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ketel Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
The batter, number 50.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The 1-2. Stevenson trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. One and two now.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty B, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Row, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Pablo Sandoval goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
The batter, the left fielder.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. He grounds it sharply to third. Fielded cleanly. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Red Sox leave one. They can't chip. Here's Jackie Bradley now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Hit down the line at first.
Why hard?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Coming to the plate now, Ketel Marte. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Texas Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Richard Sanderson wins his 3rd of the season and broke the single-game strikeout record with 23 punch-outs along the way. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7.
Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern
And
California,
now,
MLB The
your
Show has baseball from the
2018
Oakland Coliseum.
Oakland
Today it's the rubber match of this
Athletics.
3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next.
Play ball.
In now, Zane Voorhees. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the A's.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
So stepping in, Matt Joyce. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit weak to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So now it's Mark Canha. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8.
Mark.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And when you focus on the numbers, this starting pitcher leads the American League in strikeouts. When I had a big punch-out guy on the mound, I always tell myself I have to stay in. I have to stay engaged mentally in this one. I have to watch what the catcher's putting down. I have to go through my pre-pitch routine and stay on my toes, because at any moment, that big ball could be coming your way.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So it was a swinging strike three. Ryan Healy goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Stepping in now, Blair Jimenez, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Olson, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And that's in there for strike one. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a Franco to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
David Franco is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And he pops it up. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Batting none.
Digging in, Jake Smolinski. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 1-0 the count.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Franco leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Voorhees is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be looking at a fastball to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So digging in now, Matt Joyce. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Mark Hanna.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kenna playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2014 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding them.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 1-0. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Behind 0-2 now. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. No runs, just 1 hit. 2 errors for the Athletics so far. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Lucroy has it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Olson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They trail things here 2-0.
Standing in, David Franco. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball one taken just off the inside. Fouled off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Jake Smolinski.
Number 5.
As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
The count now at 2-1. Just a tick behind for a strike. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail it here 2-0. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Striding in once again, Mark Canha. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Mark Canha becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Slurve in there, strike one. No runs, just one hit. 2 errors for the Athletics so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Is at the knees and called strike 3. A's are gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Striding into the box, Ryan Healy. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Ryan Healy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Standing in now, Blair Jimenez.
Number 28.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't standing control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-2 delivery. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
The center fielder, number 12, David Franco.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back standing. Into the box, David Franco, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. At the plate, Jake Smolinski, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jake Smolinski is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Next for Oakland, the second baseman, James Voorhees.
In now, Zane Voorhees. Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ready once again, Matt Joyce. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Joyce.
Pitch number 100 on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
Behind 0-2 now.
not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Matt Joyce becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Last strike now for Oakland. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Richard Sanderson earns win number 4 on the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game 3-hit performance. Sean Manaea is saddled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The victorious Rangers, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base.